So then I thought, oh, well, okay, I'm taking this next further and I'm going to do a video. And that way I'm going to walk through the house and the video itself will be the reference. All right. Hey, man, how you doing?
Doing good.
We made it.
We made
How's
another
your
week.
Yeah. We
Oh,
skipped. We didn't record last week. So
skipped last week. Yeah,
So how's been the last 2 weeks? What you been up
last
to?
week was great because I wasn't working, so I was in Michigan and Wisconsin, just touring.
Well, you had some more vacation.
Drove around Lake Michigan. Yeah,
You were on
so that's fun.
holiday.
Yes, I was on holiday, as you Europeans like to say. So yeah, I had everything nicely set up before I left last week. I was gone a full week, right, Sunday to Sunday. So I had the whole week set up for my guys last week, where all they were going to do was replace baseboard and window casing and door casing in a pretty good sized house. So I figured,
Easy peasy.
right? I don't have to worry about anything going wrong. Well, Monday afternoon, I get a phone call from my customer saying, this is the wrong casing and the wrong baseboard.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So shot the whole week. Just shot their whole week. Right. So we're remodeling their kitchen also. We're just full kitchen remodel, a lot of just all new floors on the first floor, some little odds and ends and stuff. But I figured while I was gone, just make it nice and stress free for all involved. Let them just spend the time doing baseboard and casings. And my client said the casing was just flat out wrong profile, which turns out it was. And then the baseboard, which we never really had like a hard selection on a baseboard, I don't think. But I didn't supply the stuff. I gave her my millwork shop and I had my sales rep go out there and he talked to them. They ordered everything. And so he said, he's like, this is all on me, man. This is all my fault. And I was like, that's awesome. I'm in Michigan. So now my guys are going to spend a week attempting to install wood mode cabinets, which are not inexpensive cabinets. And this is like a funky shaped kitchen. So they did their best. I don't know what they did because I think between the two of them, they installed like 7 cabinets the whole week. So I don't know. I don't know what they did. Hopscotch, tic-tac-toe. I don't.
You didn't stop by to check it out when you got home, or?
Oh, I did. That was the first thing I did when I got home. Yeah. First place I went when I got home. And I was just like, oh my God. I mean, I said, to their credit, they tried, they did some things really well, but it was, like I said, not an easy installation. So anyways, so that was my last week. But this week we're just getting back into the swing of things. So finally had a couple permits get approved. So can move forward on those 2 projects and some other things falling into place. Yeah. So I'm in a good spot this week. I'm liking it.
Good. Awesome. Yeah. Sounds good. We were in electrical for the last couple weeks, so we just passed our electrical inspection. So
okay,
we were finished up insulation and we're moving on to drywall. So that's kind of what we've been at. Electrical, as you know, is always fun. Walking through. So what we had done is the homeowner and I walked through a couple days before the electricians showed up, and we made an appointment, set it up as an electrical walkthrough. And this is before like demo happened, right? Plumbing happened, and now we're on electrical. And we went through with a tape and a marker and a Sharpie, and just the homeowner would write down outlet or switch, whatever, and we would put it on the wall, and we placed these like little markings everywhere, these little notes for the electrician everywhere. And because it was kind of a complicated kitchen situation, we had a 4-way at some point in the kitchen happening. So we were having a lot of switches and outlets and all the things in moving. I just thought we had never done that amount of detail of notes on the wall. Like we always had plans and we always had a detailed plan layout. But I felt like it was very helpful for the homeowners to be able to walk through and physically see the note on the wall of where it was all going to be placed out, as opposed to them trying to articulate in 2D on a piece of paper what we're trying to accomplish in the real world. And so it really helped the homeowners, and they were grateful for it. That was the feedback I got anyway from them. They loved it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So I thought it was a really good idea. I propose people out there give it a shot. Try it. It really smoothed things over with the electricians as well. Because when they showed up and I was walking through Ruffin on the first day, they loved it. They loved all the notes. And matter of fact, to the point where one of the electricians actually asked me if they can do a review for me on how organized and like ready
Awesome.
I was with all the notes and stuff for them. They were like, we never have this kind of information. This is great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. So that's what we did.
I would appreciate that if I was a Sparky, for sure.
Yeah. It took some time, but it didn't take a lot of time. So with these homeowners, what I had asked them to do was ahead of time, without my time, like at night or whatever, on the weekend, go ahead and walk through the kitchen, walk through the laundry room, walk through the mudroom, walk through the bathroom one at a time, and decide where you guys want the outlets and the switches and stuff in relation to the plan set. So I basically gave them homework and told them, okay, tomorrow's going to be your test. Study the plans and walk the space before our meeting tomorrow. So you kind of understand and remember what we talked about in the design. Because, the design and everything was months and months and months ago. So they did. And I think that helped immensely. They are already they are very hands-on homeowners. So maybe you can't do this with every homeowner, but this particular project, I know a lot of people or general contractors may not like hands-on homeowners, or clients, but yeah, this has been great. It's almost like an extension of my company having an employee live on the job site. Like, it's been great. It's been really great.
Good. Yeah. It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, at this point, I kind of see them as a part of the, we're all part of the team,
Mm-hmm.
They're just another team member.
A lot of us contractors are like uber sensitive, so we look at it as a threat if a homeowner's in there telling us, well, we're thinking about this. Well, what about, and then we look at it as, hey, we're the professional.
There goes your ego.
Yeah. We're the professional.
Don't tell me what
I know
to do.
better than you.
That's
you go do something else. Yeah.
That's right. I've been doing this since my daddy taught me when I was 2.
Right. Yeah. Why don't you go
Don't
play
tell
in the garden?
me how to do this. That's right. Go play in the garden.
Yeah. I'm working here.
Yeah. No, it's been great.
Good. Right. Glad to hear it.
Well, let's get this show on the road. Well, here we go again, another week of the Renovation Situation podcast, where we pull back the layers of this complex remodeling industry. So grab your beverage of choice. I'm hydrating. So I'm Joe. He's Todd. How are we doing today, Todd? What are we talking about?
Good. We're gonna give a little play-by-play of Joe's job site walkthrough pre-drywall. Your MEPs are all done, right? Mechanical, electrical, plumbing, structural. MEPs are done. So
correct.
If you passed all your inspections, then next step is drywall. So
insulation and drywall. Yep.
Right. So as us good contractors like to do, before we're closing all that up and covering all those things up, we like to, at minimum, take some pictures so we have that for our own reference as that project continues. But also, it's nice to just give that to the client potentially and say, hey, all this stuff's buried in your walls. So Joe decided to take this a step further and put this in the video form. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So let me put this in some context. How many contractors out there really take the pictures of what's inside the wall? Yeah.
Show of hands.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I remember back when we first started, I never did. And it was a pain in the butt to remember. especially if you're the owner operator that is working too much in the business instead of on the business. And that means you're swinging hammers all day, right? The last thing that's on my mind most of the time was, oh, let me stop and sit here and take photos. And then, but it saved me a few times to the point where now I'll never skip that step. But over the years, I've just kind of kept taking it a next step, taking that next step, taking that next step. And by that, I mean, yeah, sure, I'll stop and take a quick photo of what's inside the wall, but I wasn't really paying much attention to it, right? And then I started to take pictures of, let me take pictures in context of, I don't know what I'm taking a picture of or what I'm looking at 5 years from now or 3 months from now. Let me make sure that I orientate this picture so I can reference something in the picture, like an adjacent to the wall or the floor or the ceiling. So I get an idea of spatial awareness of where things are in the wall. All right. Now, then I took it the next step and go, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be awesome to have a tape measure so I can measure from the wall, the ceiling, the floor to know exactly where this thing is in the wall? And that kind of stemmed from blocking when we really started to get serious about putting blocking in the wall. And so we started to put tape measures down on the floor and trying to hold a tape measure and take a picture of the tape measure at the same time, and the tape measure keeps falling. So then what I do there, the little pro tip, and if you guys have a better idea, let me know, is I take a tape measure and I tape it as I go. I'll keep taping it to like every third stud, and kind of that way it stays on the wall, and then I can step back and take pictures. So that works out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
you need some sort of reference points in there, right? Whatever.
Yeah, that really helps.
Some sort of reference point. Yeah.
Right. So, and then the very next step, which is where I'm at now in this evolution of taking photos of what's inside people's walls, is a video. And I'm walking through taking a video of what's in the wall, more so for documentation later down the road. There is no tape measure on here. I still do the tape measure and take pictures of still pictures of everything that's in the wall with tape measures and blocking and where the pipes are and stuff with tape measures. But I thought, nobody gives those pictures to the homeowners. Do you give those pictures to the homeowners? I mean, the idea is to do that. And it sounds like a great idea. And in planning, you're like, of course, I'm going to take pictures of what's inside everybody's walls. And then at the end of the project, I'm going to make this cool little thing and I'm going to provide. And then you never do. You never take the time to put something together. How are you going to, what are you going to do? You're going to email all of these pictures of them? Those files are going to be too big, probably. You're not going to do it. It's a pain in the ass. And you probably
Dropbox folder. Right? Not everybody has Dropbox. But,
So then I thought, oh, well, okay, I'm taking this next further and I'm going to do a video. And that way I'm going to walk through the house and the video itself will be the reference. I don't have to no longer worry about where's the wall, the ceiling, or whatever, because it'll be in a video and you can kind of pause it and rewind it. And I think that will help along with still pictures. Now, here's the thing. The caveat is you still have to give this to the homeowner at the end. So, Todd, you are going to hold me to, you're going to keep me responsible here and hold me to it, that I'm going to I'm going to give this to the homeowner. Now,
I will call
at the end of the project.
Yes.
I will call your
client. Yeah.
Sure. You're going to fly out here and knock on their door and ask them if they've received anything from me or not. So, now we're in the middle of the project, but I really want to, I'm putting myself out there. I really want to put something together to give to the client. Now I'm thinking, and this is just real time brainstorming, screw this whole, like, I'm going to make a binder and I'm going to put all these pretty pictures together. And you're never going to do that unless you have a team doing that, or time. I mean, the time to put that together is really tough. And some people might do that. You know what? These thumb drives dime a dozen. Get a thumb drive, throw all the pictures and the video on there. Boom, done. Here's a thumb drive of all your pictures of what's in the wall. Easy to store.
Yeah.
I think I
like
that idea.
I like it.
I
Certainly
like that.
easier to store than
Yeah.
a big bulky binder.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And now if you still want to do the binder for marketing ideas, like later down the road, if they want to do like a coffee table binder thing for customer, like for their neighbors and stuff to show off, cool, do that. Yeah, that's fine. But I think the pictures of what's in the wall, because you're gonna, honestly, I'll probably have 100, if not 200 pictures of what's in the walls. I'm just gonna drop it all into a thumb drive and give it to them, including this video. What do you think? You think that's a good idea? Do you think that anybody would want that?
I think so. Because like you said, it's just easy to store. So here's the thumb drive. They throw it in their junk drawer or, whatever they keep their computer shit, and just like, done. Never have to think about it again. But if at some point you ever need it down the road, then it's there. And that could be for their own purposes. That could be if there was an issue down the road, obviously not on any of your projects, but there could be an issue down the road with the way something was done. Or if there's just a new owner that wants to change something, and then it's like, hey, hand that little drive right to the new owner, and if they get at some point to remodeling something, they know where everything is. I think I think that works just across the board.
Cool.
Yeah, and low expense on your end too, so yeah, easy, done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's quick and easy, and that way you'll do it.
Right.
If you make it a big hurdle, you're not going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, true.
I think they're going to like it. So after we're all done watching this video, let us know if you think this was a good idea or not. This is totally raw, not edited. It is 20 minutes long. So what I'm going to do is Todd and I are going to play it, and I'm just going to hit the 30-second forward button every once in a while so we can get through this quickly. The concept here is to not show you the whole thing, just to give you the idea of what to do or how to do it. This is, like I said, my first time doing it, so I probably could do a lot of things different or better. I'm watching it for the first time with you here, so I'm really putting myself out there.
Yeah, you are. So I like it.
Let's just go for it, and we can comment on it and see what we think. Again, we're just walking through with the idea that we're just going to try to document what's in the walls and for the homeowner later down the road, right?
Who's that dude?
So let's go for it. Okay, so we're gonna do our pre-drywall, pre-installation checklist, kind of walk through the house and make sure that we just basically take pictures and photos of everything that's in the wall before we cover it up. So let's get to it. Inside the walls for future use.
I always like the elevations taped to the walls. Pro press copper.
Wall. Okay, mudroom. Now let's go into the kitchen.
Nice jam covers are on.
You can see all the tape notes that I have everywhere.
Yeah.
It's going to be inside the door. See here.
Look at all that extension cord.
What'd you say? Extension cords?
Yeah, look at all that extension cord in that wall. Holy cow. Holy cow.
It's like it was a good idea to put the plans on the walls and keep that in the video as well for later down the road.
Yes, absolutely. Good reference point, and just good to do on a job site, period. Everyone knows what that's supposed to look like when it's done.
Added a couple switches. Like a little shelf of sorts above the refrigerator. So like we would be looking at the back of the refrigerator right now. outlet, another outlet down there. And just for future use, here's what underneath the stairs that you'll have no access to. A lot of little storage back there. Turning left. Okay. Now, take a look at the right side. Give plans for that. Okay. So just updated that switch. And wire. All the way from there. And we have to bump that up and out of the way a little bit. This is going to be an outlet in a appliance garage. All that or the kitchen. And then you can take a look at some of the. So here we go into the HVAC. What's one side of that? 10 years from now, when you're looking and you're trying to figure out what's behind the wall, this is what's close to the edge of the vanity.
Old drywall plaster split right on the stud like that. Cut it right down the center. Make it easy for your drywall guy. Aren't you nice?
But don't have much of the wall. I walk in, and on the back side we have some blocking for future grab bars. We're not doing any currently. We'll have some 1800
Aging in place,
no
thinking ahead.
Drywall or no
nice
plywood or anything on the outside. So it's just siding on the other side of this tie back. So this is our attempt to put a little bit of air sealing, and then insulation is going on next. Drywall taking some wainscoting. Now let's walk on down. Okay, let's talk about what's going on here. Again, with the tie back, same concept as exterior wall that's recessed into the wall there. The wall, again, another foot forward to keep it from freezing. Wall there is going to leave us with some space, and the cabinet should be like right there. So we'll have enough space. Put a little outlet. Here is all the pipes running. What's in your walls? Kitchen, bathroom, laundry, remodel. Hopefully, if you ever need to see. All right. Talk to you soon. All right.
There it is.
Okay.
Raw.
So weird looking at yourself. Okay. what's your first thought? You think something like that? What do you think?
No, I like it. Like I said, you have the elevations taped to the walls, so you know what that's supposed to look like. So when that is finished, they know what wall they're looking at. So you have a reference point for that. I think that just can come in handy. How many times have we been on a project where, you know, you're walking in looking at a potential remodel, and it's, unless they have full set of plans of the house and everything is properly documented, you don't know what's going to happen when you open the walls. You don't know who's worked there previously, if it was done properly, all that stuff. So I think that's definitely huge. Any tradesperson for sure is going to appreciate that. So, and I would certainly hope that a homeowner would appreciate that as well.
That's a good point that you just made.
Probably, you got to figure that potentially saves them money down the road too. Like, if something ever was to go wrong and it needed to be repaired, or if they wanted to change something, because that is just like we don't know. Here's an estimate, but we don't really know until we open the wall. Well, here's what that looks like. Now, how much do you think it's going to be? Right. So maybe that kind of helps that as well.
Yeah, I think it would. I mean, we are that kind of contractor who often says, I don't know what's inside your walls, so we're not 100% sure. What's the benefit to us, right? If we were given a video of what's inside the walls that we're going to work on, or potentially troubleshoot something, I think that's incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
And why
I
not?
appreciate it.
Why not do something like this? Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I'm going for it. I'm going to try it, see if the homeowners like it. I'm sure they will. And yeah, you're going to hold me to it to make sure I actually give it to them.
Right.
So I think it's great. I don't see any reason why not to do it, other than, it took 20 minutes of my time to do it. So
unless
really,
you did something horribly
minutes?
Wrong, and then you're just incriminating yourself.
Yeah, right.
There's that angle. So if you don't know what you're doing, don't take videos and give it to your client. You're just creating a liability for yourself.
All right, let us know what you all think out there. Was this a good idea, a bad idea? Should I give it to my client? Should I not? Let us know. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.